Great American political divide, the aggravating political issue of the week is the media's response to President Bush's nomination of people like Alberto Gonzalez and Condoleezza Rice to his cabinet. Specifically, why these highest-level cabinet appointments aren't being praised as historic steps in the civil rights evolution of the country. Is there an alleged double standard? Writing a column cleverly called "It's Dr. Rice, Not Dr. Dre," my next guest, Ann Coulter, argues that there is a double standard. But if there is, Michael Meyers, the executive director of the New York Civil Rights Coalition, says there's a good reason for it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
What?
Well, Ann Coulter is no Ann Landers. Dr. Rice is no Dr. Dre. But I think Ann's column is profoundly naive and confused about race. The issue here is not the color of the skin. I mean, Ann seems to want to give credit to blacks for being credit to their race, or Hispanics for being credit to their race. That's not the issue. Black is not enough. Black was never enough. Hispanic is not enough. Black is not enough if the person who's on the Supreme Court who's black, who's against affirmative action. Being Hispanic is not enough if the Hispanic is counseling legal torture. Being woman is not enough if the woman is opposed to reproductive freedom. Being gay is not enough if the gay is opposed to single-sex marriage and equality for gays. So the question is, what is the person's record on civil rights? It's not their race. It's their philosophy. It's their judicial philosophy. It's their views on race. So you can't be naive, unsophisticated about race.
He is quoting from Ann's column before I get to the real person. The entire Bush cabinet is starting to look like an Image Awards telecast minus the fisticuffs and gunplay. Democrats are terrified that black people might start to notice. Say there's a black woman standing next to President Bush. Who is that? Never mind, it's probably someone he's arresting. Whatever you say about Ann Coulter, she could write.
Thank you.
So?
Well, to the contrary, I mean, unlike when, for example, Madeleine Albright was appointed Secretary of State, and a woman Secretary of State, it's unbelievable, a woman can walk and talk at the same time. Bush has been appointing all of these qualified minorities, I mean, stunningly qualified minorities, and nobody's ever really pointed it out. It's really gotten to be so overwhelming recently how Dr. Rice gets attacked for being incompetent. Clarence Thomas is attacked for being incompetent. Oh, is he the most qualified one for the job? They don't attack Antonin Scalia for that. They call him evil. They call him an extremist. They don't attack John Ashcroft that way. They say, oh, he's nutty. He handles snakes and speaks in tongues. When it comes to minorities, the attack is always a question of competence.
And so you think that Mike Meyers speaks with a forked tongue?
Of course.
No, I mean, he can not like them. My point is, and I've quoted a lot of them, you can disagree with them and you can make whatever arguments you want against them.
No,
but the liberals overwhelmingly are attacking conservative minority nominees for their competence, for their intelligence, for their qualifications. Why don't liberals, maybe not you, why don't other liberals...
What we're going through in this country is a culture war. We're going through a war of what you believe and what I believe. And it has nothing to do with race. Values are not colored. We believe in reproductive freedom. We believe in affirmative inclusion of minorities. And if you want credit, I will give President Bush credit for breaking through the barriers.
No, but I haven't said that.
In terms of overcoming
we aren't asking
tokenism.
for credit.
However,
we're asking for black nominees.
I am not going to say that a person, because of their color, is qualified.
No, but that is not what the argument is. That is not what the argument is.
That's what your article.
What is the argument?
That black conservatives, Hispanic conservatives get attacked for their competence, whereas people like Rumsfeld and Cheney and Scalia get attacked for being evil, for being clever, for being sneaky, but they don't get attacked for their competence.
Nobody ever attacked Colin Powell for being incompetent. No one ever attacked him.
I mean, one thing I would directly disagree with Michael on.
I've got a break on this.
Where's my doll? Where's my doll?
Flag wavers. They hate abortion. They hate all religions except Islam post 9/11.
To get your Ann Coulter doll, I don't know where you, send away.
On the Ann Coulter website.
On the Ann Coulter, there you go. Ann Coulter, Mike Meyers.
Does it come in different colors?
When we come back, exclusive details on the raid on Michael Jackson's Neverland Ranch. Thank you both.